Hello students, welcome back to your science class. So student, in the previous class in this chapter, that is structure and function of cell, we were talking about, in this chapter of structure and function student, we were talking about the cell membrane. We have seen what is a cell membrane. Basically cell membrane is what? It is a selectively permeable membrane or semi-permeable membrane. The reason of calling it semi-permeable membrane is because it consisting of a pores in it, having pores which allow only the few substances to enter into it. It means it do not allow all the particles to enter. It allows only the selective particles to enter, and because of that it is called as semi-permeable membrane. Cell membrane, it is what it is, we can say it is a protective covering, and it is basically present in all the cells of the organism, including the plant cell or the animal cell. It helps in giving shape as well as it helps in protection. Talking about the cell membrane student, in case of a plant cell, cell membrane is not the outer covering, but outer to this cell membrane there is another membrane which is called as cell wall. This cell wall is the hard outer covering present in the plant cell, and they provide rigidity and they provide the shape. Not only this, there is another thing is there which is a part of the cell, and that is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is what? It is the transparent jelly-like a substance, a fluid substance which is present inside to that of the cell membrane. Means inside the cell membrane everything is there. Whether it is cell organelle, whether it is fluid, whether it is nucleus, cytoplasm, everything is present there. So cytoplasm is that fluid, that gel transparent substance which is present inside to that of the cell membrane. The cytoplasm, it consisting of a very small structures, very tiny structures in it, and these tiny structures are the organs of the cell, and they are called as the cell organelles. What is the role of the cell organelles? Cell organelles are having different structure. There are a lot of different cell organelles are present, and these cell organelles, they are having different structure as well as different function. So every cell organelle present there having different structure, and there are a lot of different cell organelles are there. The main cell organelle which is present in the cytoplasm is the nucleus. Other cell organelle, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, centrosome, lysosome. In case of a plant, plastids are there. These all are what? These all are the different cell organelles present lie in that of the cytoplasm. All the metabolic activities, including like respiration if we take, production of the energy, everything take place in the cytoplasm itself. And it is because of that we will call the cytoplasm what? It is the functional part of the cell, because all the functions it happens here itself. In the cytoplasm, a main cell organelle, main part of the cell, that is nucleus is present. We were talking about the nucleus, and we said that nucleus is what? Basically it is the brain of the cell. Why it is called as the brain of the cell? Because it helps in performing all the activities that is going inside the cell. So it controls all the metabolic activities happening in the cell, and because of that it is called as the brain of the cell. Like you see, in our body, the different activities that take place in our body, it is controlled by our brain. It is our brain which used to control it, which used to give directions. The same thing here with the nucleus. In the nucleus also, nucleus is that brain of the cell which help in controlling all the metabolic activities. When you look at the nucleus student, you will find that it is filled with the semi-solid substances, and this semi-solid substance is called as nucleoplasm. Like like we have seen in case of a cell membrane, inside the cell membrane a semi-solid fluid is there which is called cytoplasm. Similarly, in the nucleus there is a semi-solid fluid which is called as a nucleoplasm. So we can write here that nucleus is filled with with a semi-solid with a semi-solid substance. With a semi-solid substance called nucleoplasm. Called nucleoplasm. Let us see what is the function of the nucleoplasm. Basically, it is a suspension medium. Nucleoplasm is a medium for the organelles of nucleus. For the organelles of nucleus. So as we can see, in case of a cytoplasm, the organelles of the cell are present in the cytoplasm. Same thing in case of a nucleoplasm also. All the organelles of the nucleus, it is present in the nucleoplasm. Now, like we can see that the cell membrane is there, which help in separating the other cells from each other. This is the boundary. The same thing with the nuclear membrane. There is a nuclear membrane and a covering in the nucleus which help it to separate, in separating it from cytoplasm. So the nucleus is separated through cytoplasm through a membrane which is called as nuclear membrane. In case of a nuclear membrane, this is also porous. It means it allows only the few substances to enter into it. So we can write here that nucleus is separated from the cytoplasm by a membrane called nuclear membrane. By a membrane called nuclear membrane. This is called as the nuclear membrane. It is what? Porous. It is porous and allow movement of a material materials between the cytoplasm and the nucleus. The cytoplasm and the nucleus. Okay, so it is porous and it allows the materials to pass through the cytoplasm and the nucleus. So this is the nuclear membrane, students. Inside the nuclear membrane, again there is a small spherical body which is called as nucleolus. And the role of the nucleolus, that it contains a network of a fibrous material which condense itself to form, that network of fibrous material is called as chromatin, and which condenses itself to form chromosome. So see, what are the things that we have seen here? Nucleus. Nucleus is what? Which is present in the cytoplasm. It is the main organelle. It is the brain of the cell. And this is separated through the cytoplasm with the help of a membrane which is called as nuclear membrane. Inside the nucleus, there is a fluid, semi-solid substance is there which is called as nucleoplasm. This nuclear membrane is porous and it allows the movement of the material from the cytoplasm to the nucleus. Now inside the nucleus, there is a spherical body. So a small spherical body present inside the nucleus, which is present inside the nucleus, is called nucleolus. Called as nucleolus. Okay, nucleolus contains a network of fibrous material, called chromatin fiber. Which is called as chromatin fiber. These chromatin fiber condenses. So these chromatin fiber organize them into long thread like structure, called chromosome. And the role of the chromosome, it helps in transferring the characteristic from one generation to the other generation. So these chromosomes contain genes. Which carries the characters from one generation to the other. Basically, the chromosomes, it is a thread-like a structure. It is formed with the help of a chromatin fiber. They contain genes, and the genes used to carry the informations, used to carry the characters from the parent to the offspring, that is from the one generation to the other generation. So this is what, student, this is all about that of nucleus. Okay, so this is about the nucleus, students. So if we see here nucleus, it will be like, if suppose this is the spherical body, students, it is what? It is the nucleus. If this is the spherical body, this is the nucleus. Inside to it, there will be a nucleolus is present. So this is nucleus. Inside to it will be nucleoplasm, a small spherical body where it will be, that is called as nucleolus. Inside to that of the nucleolus, chromatin fibers are there. These are what? These are the chromosomes which is present in it. Okay. So chromosomes are these are the what? Chromosomes. This chromosomes consisting of a genes in it which used to carry the informations, carry the characteristics. So this is all about that of the nucleus, students. So I hope you have understood the main parts of the cell, and that is cell wall, cell membrane, including cell wall in plant cell, cytoplasm, and finally nucleus. Okay. Cytoplasm, nucleus and other organelles collectively form protoplasm. It forms the protoplasm. So we can say that protoplasm is the living substance of the cell. It is what? It is the living substance of cell. Cytoplasm, nucleus and other organelles, collectively it is called as protoplasm, and these protoplasm is the living substances of the cell. Now let us see the different cell organelles. Cell organelles. There are a lot of different cell organelles are there, students. We have to see few of them. So we can say here that cytoplasm contains many cell organelles, which includes mitochondria, like mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, then vacuole, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, centrosome and plastids. Centrosome and plastids. These are what? These are the different cell organelles which is present in the cytoplasm. Let us start with the first one to understand what is mitochondria. Mitochondria is what, student? It is a tiny spherical or a rod shaped structure. Basically, mitochondria, it is also called as the powerhouse of the cell. And the reason for calling it a powerhouse of the cell, that it helps in generating energy. What do you understand powerhouse? Powerhouse is what? It is the powerhouse plant you have heard about. The plant which is responsible for generating the energy. The energy can be heat energy, it can be electrical energy, but yes, it helps in generating energy. So mitochondria also help in generating energy, and not only generating energy, but it also helps in storing the energy. So this is because of that it is called as the powerhouse of the cell. Okay. So let us start with the first one, that is mitochondria. mitochondria. So the first point in mitochondria is these are tiny shaped. These are tiny shaped, a tiny spherical or rod shaped organelle. Tiny spherical or rod shape organelles. Rod shape organelles. Let me write the organelles here. Rod shape organelles. Okay, they are often known as, these are often known as powerhouse of the cell. Powerhouse of the cell. These are often known as powerhouse of the cell. What is the reason of it? Since they release energy. So, the mitochondria release energy. Mitochondria, it release energy from food molecule, from food molecules to be used by the cell. To be used by the cell through the process of respiration. Through the process of respiration. Okay, so mitochondria, it helps in releasing the energy. That is why it is called as powerhouse of the cell. And basically the energy which is released here, it is released through the food molecule. What happens when the process of a respiration happens? Then the food molecules used to react with the oxygen. Reaction with the oxygen will help in generating the energy. And that is why it is said that it releases energy from food molecules, which is to be used by the cell, and the process is the respiration. So it is the respiration through which the energy is released, and this energy which is released, it is stored in the mitochondria. Actually, the process of the respiration takes place in the mitochondria, where the energy is released, and that is why it is called as the powerhouse of the cell. So when we take food, when we take oxygen, this oxygen reaches to the cell. The small food molecules, the soluble food molecules also reaches to the cell. Both of them, they react and then energy is released. Mitochondria, there are some cells like muscle cells which require more energy than the other. So, some cells like muscle cells, require more energy, than other cells, Okay. So, That is why, because of that, since they need more amount of energy, students, so they are having larger number of mitochondria than the other cells. Obviously, they have to contract and expand all the time. So for that, they need a lot of energy. And in order to fulfill this energy, more number of mitochondria should be present in the cell. That will help in generating a lot of energy. That's why we can say that they have a larger number of mitochondria. Larger number of mitochondria than the other cell. Than the other cell. Okay, so this is about the mitochondria, which is a cell organelle, which is a powerhouse of the cell. The second kind of a cell organelle is a student, it is Golgi apparatus or Golgi bodies. It is called as Golgi apparatus or Golgi body. When you look at the structure, you will find a lot of a thing like it is what? It is a flattened sac like a structure which is responsible for receiving and distributing the chemical substances. So, Golgi bodies. In case of a Golgi bodies, it is also called as Golgi apparatus. Also called as Golgi apparatus, and these are flat membranous sac like a structure, membranous sac like structure found near the nucleus of the cell. Found near the nucleus of the cell. It is what? It is a flat structure, flat membranous structure, which is basically present near to that of the nucleus. And these are responsible for receiving. These are responsible for receiving and distributing chemical substances and distributing chemical substances such as enzyme, hormones, enzymes, hormones, and proteins in and outside the cell. In and outside the cell. Basically, what is the role of this Golgi apparatus? It used to carry the thing from the nucleus to the other part of the organelles. Okay, you are going to study about this in detail in our higher classes. Till that, we should know that its role is to receive it and to distribute the chemical substances from the nucleus. Like the substances can be enzyme, it can be hormone, and the protein. This will be distributed to the different different parts or different part of the cell itself, as well as it means it will be distributed in or outside to that of the cell. Okay.